Alex Santos, a 25-year-old Filipino humanitarian, stands at the center of a bustling community outreach event. Wearing a simple shirt with the logo of his charity, Love in Action, Alex coordinates volunteers as they distribute food, water, and supplies to homeless individuals. The atmosphere is cheerful and hopeful, with children laughing as they receive sandwiches and elders thanking Alex for his efforts. A banner hangs above the scene, proudly displaying the words, Community Outreach Program, Love in Action. Despite the struggles of the people around him, Alex's warm demeanor brings light to the situation. When an elderly woman struggles to carry her groceries, Alex immediately calls a volunteer to assist her, ensuring everyone feels cared for and supported. His leadership and compassion are evident as the community clearly respects and admires him. The peaceful outreach event takes a sharp turn when a police car screeches to a halt nearby. Officer Briggs, a tall and intimidating cop with a no-nonsense attitude, exits the vehicle and marches toward Alex with an air of authority. The once lively street falls silent as the community watches anxiously. Briggs accuses Alex of operating without a permit and starts questioning him harshly. Despite Alex calmly explaining that the program is registered and offering to show documentation, Briggs dismisses him and grabs his arm aggressively. The officer's tone becomes increasingly hostile, filled with bias and stereotypes. As Alex is handcuffed in front of everyone, the crowd erupts in outrage. Bystanders film the incident, pleading with the officer to stop, but Briggs brushes them off. Alex, maintaining his composure, assures the crowd that he will cooperate and asks them not to escalate the situation further, even as injustice unfolds before their eyes. Inside a dimly lit police station, Alex sits quietly in a holding cell, his expression calm and reflective. Across the room, Officer Briggs stands before Captain Monroe, a sharp and no-nonsense superior officer. Monroe, visibly angry, questions Briggs about his actions. She reveals that Alex Santos is not just an ordinary man, but an internationally recognized humanitarian with awards from the United Nations for his work. Briggs, caught off guard, stammers in defense, claiming he was just enforcing the rules. Monroe cuts him off, berating him for his rash and discriminatory actions, warning him that this incident will not go unnoticed. Meanwhile, another officer, Parker, approaches Alex with respect and admiration, apologizing for what has happened. Alex, ever gracious, thanks Parker and reassures him that justice will prevail. The scene highlights the contrast between Alex's dignity and Briggs's growing realization of his mistake. The story of Alex's wrongful arrest spreads like wildfire across social media and news outlets. A montage shows trending hashtags such as #JusticeForAlex and #EndRacism appearing on platforms worldwide. Protesters take to the streets, holding signs that demand justice and equality, while journalists cover Alex's story with increasing urgency. Video clips of Alex's outreach efforts go viral, showcasing his dedication to helping others and further fueling public outrage. Prominent figures and organizations speak out in support of Alex, calling for accountability and systemic change. The global attention puts immense pressure on the police department, forcing them to address the incident publicly. The montage underscores the power of solidarity and the importance of standing up against injustice. A press conference is held in response to the widespread backlash. Officer Briggs stands at a podium surrounded by reporters with flashing cameras and microphones. He looks humbled and regretful as he addresses the crowd, acknowledging his mistake. With a shaky voice, he apologizes to Alex Santos and the community, admitting that he acted out of prejudice and misjudgment. The room is filled with a mix of reactions. Some reporters press him with tough questions, while others silently observe. Standing off to the side, Alex watches the apology with a composed and forgiving expression. While Briggs's career hangs in the balance, Alex's character shines through as he chooses not to escalate the situation further. The final scene unfolds in the same vibrant neighborhood where Alex's journey began, but this time the atmosphere is even more lively and hopeful. Alex is at the heart of the event, orchestrating the community outreach program with renewed vigor. Volunteers, young and old, bustle around him, stacking tables with boxes of meals, fresh fruit, and water bottles. The community has rallied together like never before, inspired by Alex's strength and the global support he received after his unjust arrest. The once empty streets are now brimming with smiles, laughter, and a sense of togetherness that transcends the hardships many of these people face daily. A young girl runs up to Alex with her mother trailing behind. She hands him a carefully folded drawing, its edges slightly crumpled from being clutched too tightly. The drawing features a stick figure of Alex surrounded by colorful hearts, and at the bottom in shaky handwriting are the words, "Thank you, Alex." Alex kneels to her level, his eyes softening as he studies the drawing. "Alex, gently, this is beautiful. Thank you so much." "Girl, shyly, you're my hero." Alex places a hand on his chest, visibly moved, and exchanges a warm smile with her mother, who nods appreciatively. The camera pans across the crowd to show other touching moments. An elderly man shaking Alex's hand and whispering words of gratitude, a group of teenagers enthusiastically handing out water bottles, and a few children playing tag near the tables, their laughter ringing out like music. The banner from before, Community Outreach Program Love in Action, flutters proudly in the breeze, symbolizing the resilience and hope of the community. As the day winds down, Alex steps aside and turns to face the camera. The crowd continues their joyful interactions behind him, a living testament to the power of kindness and solidarity. Alex, speaking directly to the camera, "This experience has reminded me of something I've always believed. Love and compassion will always triumph over hate and injustice. We all have the power to make a difference, no matter how small our actions may seem. To everyone who stood with me, to everyone who raised their voice for justice, thank you. This isn't just about me, it's about all of us. Together, we can build a better world." As he speaks, the screen fills with a montage of clips showing Alex's continued work, organizing events, meeting with other activists, and inspiring people across the globe to take part in humanitarian efforts. The final shot is of Alex walking away from the camera, holding the little girl's drawing in his hand with the sun setting behind him, casting a warm golden glow over the scene.